The Blue Bomber graced our Nintendo consoles on December 17th, 1987, and jump-started a franchise full of robot-breaking fun. Its sequel, Mega Man 2, was an instant hit, debuting on December 24th, 1988. Capcom created a monster with the second entry into the world, creating many of the staples that are part of the games even today. The game features 8 bosses in 8 distinct locations that you have to defeat in order to find your way to the dreaded Dr. Wily. Once you find the secret lair, you have to face off against even bigger foes using weapons collected from the previous boss characters. Something that made this game great was that you got to choose which fight to be in first, and you get to counter your foes using weapons collected along the way. Mega Man 2 has virtually the same controls as the original Mega Man. Though slightly tuned so you no longer slide quite as much, veterans to the Mega Man games will have no issues picking this one up easily and playing. Left and right control Mega Man in the respective directions. A jumps, something that interesting, however, you get to control in midair how you jump. This gives you some better dynamics in the game and can cause sometimes to get enemies to come towards you. So you can use this as an advantage or a disadvantage depending on your playstyle. B shoots your weapon, and pressing start brings up your menu to select the weapon that you wish to use. This was truly an iteration on the previous game. The sprites have just a little bit more detail, but many of the returning creatures in Mega Man are both the same. The graphics were typical of the time, and they did contain some great big sprites. The platforms were never hidden by any accidental sprite bleeding into the background, unlike some other games on the NES. Capcom really does a great job on the music and sounds as well. It gets you into the action immediately and gives you a sense that you must keep pushing on. All the enemies have a distinct sound whenever you hit them with a weapon they're immune to, and definitely have a distinct sound every time you hit them whenever they actually get hurt. And this really kind of gives you that feedback that you're really looking for when you're attacking your enemies. The level design is key on a Mega Man game. This game featured 8 different landscapes with some additional ones within Wily's lair. Flash Man had what I considered to be the ice stage, Heat Man with the fire stage, Quick Man seemed to have some sort of factory or garbage disposal plant, Metal Man had a factory of some type as well, dealing with metal processing, Air Man was of course in the clouds, and Wood Man in the forest. There are a lot of climbing for Crash Man stage, and it eventually transitions into the nighttime as you climb up. This shows a little detail you've been climbing for a really long time. Finally, Bubble Man has his own underwater zone to conquer. Each one has their own challenges and that were par for course in a Mega Man series. These boss fights can be difficult until you know the boss's weaknesses and patterns. Once you get the hang of it, they will become much easier. The Metal Blade from Metal Man should be collected first, and it will make the rest of the game much easier. In fact, other weapons to get after that would be Leaf Shield, because for some reason, if you cannot hurt them with a Metal Blade, Leaf Shield seems to cut right through them. I deviate from this on this run, but I usually go in this order: Metal Man, Wood Man, Air Man or Bubble Man, and then the other one. Then Flash Man using the air, Quick Man using Flash for half life, and then using air, and then Heat Man, and you can use Bubble Lead of course, and then Crash Man using air once again. After that, you're going to use all of your powers to climb through the fortress, and on the first stage it boasts a large boss that you have to fight on really tiny platforms. Don't lose your footing and aim for its jaw. You can take it out with a quick boomerang or Heat Man's weapon. In the second stage, you're going to find these wall security systems, and as you can see, you take them out with the Metal Blade. In the third stage, you're going to meet up with this big robot. go ahead and take them out with these boomerangs, and then the fourth stage you're going to find the defense system that can only be taken out by the same number of crash bombs you happen to carry with you. So don't use any of those until you get to this point. I do want to say that they give you ample opportunity to fill up your power-ups through all of this. So if you do happen to use some of the weapons that you're absolutely going to need, you can go ahead and fill them up pretty easily before you get to this point. There are 2 more bosses, but I'm not going to give away their secrets. Find out the full gameplay video coming out soon. This game just flows together easily, and as you get to know Mega Man games, it is the perfect entry into the franchise. Though I do miss some of the new abilities that the later titles bring, I cannot fault Mega Man 2 for those shortcomings. Overall, I believe that Mega Man 2 is one of the best games on the NES, with its great graphics, smooth controls, and just wonderful sound. It is something I come back to all the time. The game has infinite replayability, being able to choose any boss you want to start. You can even challenge yourself by only using your normal shot anytime you want to. Yeah, I do recommend this game to anybody who wants to play a game on the NES and just have a great afternoon. You could just enjoy this game because it is that much fun. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Please check us out on patreon.com/Galthim Gaming. For just $1 a month, you could get early access to great videos just like this one, and up to 5 days earlier than YouTube. Again, thank you for joining. Stay up, stay safe, game on. If you happen to be watching this on YouTube, here's a recommended video that they think you're gonna like, and I'm pretty sure you're going to as well. Stay up, stay safe, game on.